Regular meeting of the Coralville City Council to order. It is December 10th, 2024. Can I have the roll call, please?
Here.
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 All council members are present, as is the mayor, the city clerk, the city administrator, the city attorney, and several other staff in the audience. I would entertain a motion to approve the agenda.
So moved.
Moved by Goodrich. Could I get a second?
Second.
Seconded by Wynn. All in favor, please say aye.
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 The agenda is approved. Next item, community comments. This is a time for community members to speak to us about items that aren't on the agenda or items that are on the agenda but are not subject to a public hearing. Each speaker will have 5 minutes, and we do reserve the right to adjust both the individual speaking time as well as the overall comment time based on the number of speakers or any accommodations that a speaker might need. Is there anyone that would like to address us this evening? Okay. We will move on then to our next item. We have a public hearing for an urban renewal plan amendment. And this amendment number 18 is for the mixed-use project referred to as Gather Iowa, and will allow for rebate of incremental tax revenues to the developer. And we'll start out with a consultation report on this item.
Yes, consultation was held, was planned for 2 o'clock on Monday, December 2nd, 2024, with prior written notice to both the Iowa City Community School District and the Johnson County Board of Supervisors. No one did attend the consultation at that time.
Okay, thank you for that overview. Next, I'll open the public hearing on this item. Is there anyone that would like to speak to us about this? Do we have any written comments?
No written.
Okay, I'll close the public hearing and we will consider the resolution.
Resolution approving amendment number 18 to the amended and restated Coralville Urban Renewal Plan for the Mall and Highway 6 Urban Renewal Area. This resolution introduced for adoption by Councilmember Knutson, seconded by.
Second.
Seconded by Wynn. So I'll just start off just by clarifying. So this would be for the area around Walgreens.
Yes.
And we are just adding this. We don't have any of the details about what any type of an agreement would look like.
Yeah, the development agreement would come at a later at a later date. This is just, you have to add it to the plan as a project before you approve the development agreement.
Right. So I just wanted to clarify that part of it because those details are going to come at a later date.
Correct.
Do we have any other questions or comments on this item?
This is the first time I've seen a number put to this project. Where'd that come from?
That's based on the developer's estimate for all the phases, all 5 phases of the project. And so that came from them. They, as part of a development agreement, would have to sign a minimum assessment, and the county assessor would also be involved in that to verify the numbers that would be involved.
Any chances it could be, so this is putting a cap on it, any chances it would be less than that?
Yeah, it could be. I mean, for example, we've got the LMI portion or project is in that as well, but the way that we're proposing to write the development agreement, obviously they wouldn't get any benefit of that if they decide that they would prefer another partner to do the project.
Right, okay.
And each phase would be kicked in. This is the maximum if they did all of the phases, and if a particular phase didn't happen, then that would be deducted under the development agreement as well.
So this is his estimate of the increased tax revenue we would get over a 20-year period?
Over a 20-year period. The base is, I believe, 200 and...
Yeah, so we are still going to keep the $210,000 that we collect now. He's only getting what would be over and above what that is right now.
So you can see
It's going to be increased quite a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
to
so
say the
the
least.
current taxes paid on those properties are the 210,000.
So at the end of this, he's estimating, this were all done pretty quickly, the tax revenue, total tax revenue would be about 1.2 million a year. A little bit less than that, maybe 1 million a year.
Yeah, yeah.
Ballpark.
About that, yeah.
Yeah, and that would be split 3 ways then.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you.
Any other questions or comments? Okay, could I have the roll call, please?
Vogelzang.
Aye.
Kuhn. Aye. Peterson.
Aye.
Goodrich.
Aye.
Knutson.
Aye.
Resolution is approved, all ayes. Next item, well 16 improvements. This project will construct a new Silurian drinking water well to be located south of Oakdale Boulevard and east of Timber Lane. And it will construct a new raw water main from well 16 west on Oakdale Boulevard and south on 12th Avenue to connect with existing servicing wells 9 and 10. And the public hearing for this will be on January 14th, 2025. Could I have the resolution?
Resolution setting a public hearing on the plan specifications, estimate of cost, and form of contract for the well 16 improvements. This resolution introduced for adoption by Councilmember Vogelzang, seconded by.
Second.
Seconded by Peterson. Any questions or discussion on this item? All right, roll call, please.
Kuhn. Aye. Peterson.
Aye.
Goodrich.
Aye.
Knutson.
Aye.
Vogelzang.
Aye.
Resolution is approved, all ayes. Next item, wells 9 and 10 standby generator improvements. This agreement is for the design, permitting, and construction administration services for replacing the existing standby generator and automatic transfer switch located at the northwest corner of Holiday Road and 12th Avenue. This provides emergency power for wells 9 and 10, and this would also install a new variable frequency drive for well 10. Can I have the resolution, please?
Resolution approving an engineering services agreement with Veenster and Kim, Inc. for the wells 9 and 10 standby generator improvements. This resolution introduced for adoption by Councilmember Quinn, seconded by.
Second.
Seconded by Goodrich. Any questions or discussion on this item? Okay, roll call.
Peterson.
Aye.
Goodrich.
Aye.
Knutson.
Aye.
Vogelzang.
Aye.
Kuhn. Aye.
Resolution is approved, all ayes. Next item, third amendment to lease. This amendment would extend the lease for Marquee Pizza, doing business as RTJ Restaurants, LLC. This would extend the lease term from April 30th, 2024 to April 30th, 2027, and reduce the option period from 5 years to 3 years. Could I have the resolution, please?
Resolution approving the third amendment to lease agreement with RTJ Restaurants LLC, doing business as Marquee Pizzeria. This resolution introduced for adoption by Councilmember Peterson, seconded by.
Second.
Seconded by Vogelzang. Any questions on this item? Okay, roll call, please.
Goodrich.
Aye.
Knutson.
Aye.
Vogelzang.
Aye.
Kuhn. Aye. Peterson.
Aye.
Resolution is approved, all ayes. And finally, I would entertain a motion to approve the consent calendar as presented.
Madam Mayor, I ask council to consider a motion to approve the consent calendar as presented, A to S.
Moved by Nguyen. Could I get a second?
Second.
Seconded by Peterson. Could I have the roll call, please?
Knutson.
Aye.
Vogelzang.
Aye.
Kuhn.
Aye.
Peterson.
Aye.
Goodrich.
Aye.
Consent calendar is approved, all ayes. Next item, city administrators reports.
Yes, first of all, I'd just like to thank all of the volunteers and businesses and others that's participated in Isle of Lights this last weekend. We had a lot of great activities, starting with the community meal on Friday night, all the way through the lighting of the candles on Sunday evening. And it takes a lot of people to pull that off, and just want to thank everybody for that. And remind folks that we have, with the holidays coming up, just remind people to check your solid waste pickup date, because they will be changing several times.
Okay. Excellent, thank you for that. All right, mayor's report. I don't have a lot this evening, just a couple of things. Wanted to give a shout out for the Isle of Lights as well. It was a really fun event. Saw a lot of people coming in, taking photos with Santa, really fun stuff. Also wanted to thank our city staff and volunteers and sponsors that helped put that event on, and especially want to thank our city staff that helps get everything set up. As I was on my way to City Hall late afternoon on Sunday, I saw a lot of city staff and even some members of their families out helping get everything set up. And we're really lucky to have such a great team and so many wonderful people that help our city run really, really well every day. Only other thing I wanted to mention was just we had a great goal-setting session, strategic planning session a week ago, and wanted to thank ECOG, the East Central Iowa Council of Governments, for helping facilitate that. We had a wonderful discussion, and we have some really great goals for the next couple of years. And when will we have that document?
Their goal was to have it to us by the end of December so
Okay.
that you could adopt it in the January council
Okay.
meeting.
And then where will that be posted?
It'll be posted on our website.
Okay, cool. So then you can kind of get an idea of the things that we talked about. We talked about a lot of things that, didn't make it into the main goals that we are going to be working on the last couple of years. So you can kind of get a sense of some of the things that we talked about, and then you can take a look at those things that are going to be our priorities for the next couple of years. So, give you a little spoiler alert. We talked about things like completing the rec center, looking at our transit system, affordable housing, and there's a lot of other great stuff in there as well. So thank you to everyone that participated in that goal-setting session. And that's all I have. City Attorney's report.
Nothing, Madam Mayor.
Okay, committee and council members report. I'll start down at this end with Councilmember Goodrich.
Thank you. I too enjoyed all the festivities this weekend and appreciate everyone who was involved and love working with various people. The Winter Connection is out, and it came to all of your mailboxes. Be sure to pull it out and read it over, especially as snow comes our way, and there's just a lot of great information in here. Another thing that I noticed that I needed to be reminded of, and I don't know that it's in here, but it's on our website, which is another great place to find information. It was about batteries, and we use a lot of batteries at our house this time of year with the holidays and so on, and they can be recycled at the rec center and probably some other places too. Just check that out. So thank you.
Awesome, thank you very much. Councilmember Peterson.
Yeah, I don't have a whole lot, just same thing, echoing the great Iowa Lights. That was awesome, and the staff. I was out there as well, putting out bags, and so yeah, it was good to see everybody. And I can't bend over quite as well as I did on Saturday today, but that's okay. But yeah, no, it's such an awesome, beautiful thing to see. And just all of the things that we do all over, and went down to the IRL in between setting them up and picking them up, and just amazing what our city does. So, and the staff is awesome. So, thank you.
All right, thank you. Councilmember Quinn.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. I would like to extend a big thank you to people who come and help us cook and clean and serve at the community meal that take place at the rec center. Thank you to the rec center staff for partnering and setting up a beautiful venue, not only for food so that we can eat together, but also offering activities that is age appropriate for kids of all age. And then thanks to the Friends of the Library for giving the Teen Advisory Board money to go buy books so that kids can take a book home after they eat the meal. And thanks to RX for Prevention for their flu shot and COVID shot. They have been partnered with us for a couple meal now, and it's been very successful. Again, we want to keep our community safe, and what better way to build community to have everyone under one roof, eating good food, sharing conversation, and just be together. It was a great segue into the festivity that we get to enjoy all weekend long. One of the things that I hear a lot is how Coralville really embraced the holiday season by decorating all the tree on the Coralville Strip, and then also First Avenue with the light. People that come from elsewhere, people that live here in the community and neighboring community really appreciate that warm light that really combat the darkness that winter bring. And I've had people who ask for it to extend all the way until February, so we'll see. But I noticed that the light was on a little earlier this year, which is great. And thank you to all of the staff who work so hard to make our community as welcoming, safe, and inclusive community to live, play, and work. Thanks.
All right, thank you. And you know what? I've heard the same feedback. I've had people say the same thing about those lights, that they really, really love the ones along the strip. So I've heard that as well. People really enjoy that. All right, Councilmember Vogelzang.
Well, I'm going to be a broken record and kind of say the same thing. It's always, I'm very, very appreciative of the holiday spirit that is, that we have here in Coralville. And it's been going on for, I mean, when you turn the lights on, it was Thanksgiving or so.
Usually turn the lights on the weekend before Thanksgiving. I think this year we were about a week and a half before.
But it's, I mean, it's always made me feel good. I don't get out that much at night anymore, but to see them. But I'm very, very appreciative of all the work that goes into it. The Isle of Lights, our street has been participating for I don't know how many years, and I got a lot of feedback from our neighbors. But I actually went out and drove around town twice Sunday night just to. It's really appreciative of that, and especially the lights that were in the luminaries that were in the cemetery. I thought that was extra nice. So I just want to extend my thanks, my gratitude to all the city staff, all the volunteers, all the homeowners that participated. It was very, very heartening. So thank you.
Excellent. And last but not least, Councilmember Knudsen.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. Thought I'd just give a quick update. I did attend the quarterly sustainability working group meeting. I don't think I've talked about that for a few months anyway. One of the issues we were updated on was the Inflation Reduction Act and the high voltage charging stations that are going in. There's an article in the Gazette that highlights them, and there's going to be multiple rounds, but in this first round I did notice that Coralville has been skipped. There's one going up at the Highlander in Iowa City, and then I think North Liberty has one off one of their stops. And I just think I can't think of too many better locations off of 80 than the IRL or the mall to have a charging station. One of the potential limitations is it sounds like you need a 24/7 restroom available for that. So you'd have to think a little bit about that. A lot of these are going to private entities, but if the city can do anything to support those, make people aware of them, I think it would be fantastic to get one of those in the corridor there. The other thing we got an update on was the Iowa DNR and tree grants. And I was suspected this was the case, but I forwarded this information to Sherry, and she rapidly responded and said, oh, yeah, we do that every year and take advantage of I think a lot of the trees along 12th Avenue that were planted, and I'm sure elsewhere were part of that DNR grant, and just appreciate staff taking advantage of those things. That's all I have.
All right.
I forgot to mention one thing. There was a great front page article in the Cedar Rapids Gazette about the Isle of Lights. I don't know how many people saw it, but it was really a very, very nice article, front page article.
Awesome. To check that out. Okay. With that, I would entertain a motion to adjourn.
So move.
Moved by Nguyen, could I get a second?
Second.
Seconded by Vogelzang. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All right, we're adjourned. Thank you. It was a short one.